wow, I can't believe I'm following Sherry Blair. That's like, I feel like I probably got that imposter syndrome that I imagine anybody trying to come into Parliament now has. And I'm not going to take my full 2 minutes because I'm going to go home and plot my rise to get into Parliament. I'm so utterly inspired by what I've heard tonight. And I feel like maybe I just can do it. I'm not sure, but we'll see. So I run a program that uses innovation to support the NHS to address the most kind of pressing challenges. And for me, one of the most pressing challenges we have right now is about representation. And that's not just ensuring that the kind of focus is just about women's health, but it's making sure that people in the room who kind of develop those innovations and take those innovations forward are women. Because who better to address our problems than us? And we just don't have that in the health tech space. Like Parliament, there's been a really slow rise in the number of women that engage with health tech and within the life sciences space. And that's just not quickly enough, and it's not always in the right levels. So I always think to myself, what can we do about that? What can we do to support those women? And I think supporting the women that are already in the industry, yes, we definitely need to do that. But that's a small pool. So, and if you're fishing in a small pool, you're only going to get a certain number. So what we need to do for me is to increase that pool. We need to seed the idea of what is possible from the bottom up. And anybody who knows me knows I bleat on about education for children because I've got 2 children. And I always think when they're in that class, I want them to be getting those ideas in their head about what they can do tomorrow. Not necessarily now, and it's not something to take action right away, but it's that thought that's going to grow and grow and grow. So I think we should be going into schools and encouraging girls to engage in life sciences by teaching them not only the theory, but also providing them the examples of women so they can see and look at that woman and think, that can be me. So it's not just about these superstars though, because there's always those really amazing innovations that blow everybody's mind. Those aren't the innovations that necessarily always make a difference to our lives. It's the really small ones that can trickle and make little differences. I was talking to somebody in here about maternity care, and that will make a huge difference to us. And people won't see that. What they need to see is things like that. And for me, to bring somebody into that classroom, for them to look at them and go, I can do that. I can see myself in that place, not now, but at some point. So it's opening up the minds and the eyes of girls everywhere. And my challenge to everyone in this room is, what are we doing right now? What are you as an individual doing to open up the eyes of every single girl that you meet? What example are you setting them so that they think to themselves, I can do that in the future? I know I got inspired today by listening to everybody's story. Inspire a young girl so that she hears your story and she hears that you have made a difference. Not that big, massive difference that will go out in the press and the media, but that difference is somebody's life today because we have all made that difference. Make sure you tell your story.